take. We have so many players that are already pushed up. Watching these angles set up for trades. It looks like they're all just going to start running through the smokes here. And yeah, they're going to take out Scrubby, who's just sitting alone on site. But it looks like most of Saints are coming from behind. And
Meta shots with the ghost and straight from behind. It's going to be new meta as along with Jello that are able to take down all the players of Windsor there. Fantastic post-plant round coming in there from St. Clair Academy, and you can see they're locked in right now. Like, the coach is trying to fist bump them. He's not even paying attention. He's so locked in the game right now. But, you know, things are looking good already off that pistol round, and it seems like this is not something I was seeing in a lot of other games, but look at the amount of rifles we have right now on the side of St. Clair. They are so confident after winning that round that they want to go in with these rifles. And I can respect that.
They're trying to shut it down like instantly. They're coming in with that confidence, and huge push though here on the Viper.
Coming in, and they're all running through, but Chillin's gonna have to be kind of calm, kind of relax, and wait for the players to come to him. But new meta is gonna be there to back him up. Two there with the Spectre. That's Fanchico and Lucan down. Canadian, he is aware of some of the players on the other side, but I don't know if he knows if they're pushed up. The Trailblazer is going to be helpful to find them, though, as he finds one, sprays through, finds the second, and Kai's all alone on B. 5 players of Saints. They're all looking really healthy now, especially with that regrowth, and they're just going to take A. And, I mean, Kai's going to just kind of look to run and die here. I don't think there's much he can't do.
Yeah, not too much that can be done there. Fairly certain it's just a classic and a dream, but not too sure how strong that dream is in a 1v5.
Yeah, I mean, no players of St. Clair are going to want to concede anything here. They're playing so disciplined and so passively. And Kai, you know, he's just trying to see if he can find out one lone player, but there's not much he can do. Look at all the players of St. Clair. They're just grouped up. And that's the sort of synergy I feel like I haven't seen a lot of other teams doing. It's like, this is why these guys are like 2-0 right now. They're so well team oriented.
Yeah, this being their academy team, I mean, it's kind of scary about what their main team looks like.
Yeah, I mean, they are a dominant force. They've been taking over collegiate for so long.
In a lot of games too.
Yeah,
they just in general have very strong teams.
Yeah, I remember going on Twitter and I saw like, you know, St. Clair going up against so many teams. They're up against like, you know, Waterloo and Western and like Rocket League and Valorant and across the board. It was like Michael Jordan holding all those trophies because they won every single one of their matchups, and it's just, you know, that like that's what you get when you're like at St. Clair. You get that full esports experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But we'll brag a little bit. Conestoga not too far off. We're doing pretty good. We got 3 finals games coming up in Val, in Rocket League, and CS. So doing pretty good. But back into the round here. 2 rounds for St. Clair. Gonna see what goes down here.
My biggest fear is seeing a 13-0. Like, that's just something you don't really want to see.
Yeah.
And Lucan, he's actually going to deny any sort of play there from that chamber as he gets the first pick. 3 players of Windsor and Showers, but Canadian's going to get a little too trigger happy there as he tries to swing out. But Lucan, he's ready to stop almost anything here as he gets himself 3rd on the round. 3 players still towards Showers. He's looking to see if he can find any lone wolves. Treading lightly on this ace site is St. Clair, as the spike in the hands of Viper is going to be pushing out into spawn. Chillin looking to find any sort of play here, but Kaz is so patient, just waiting, and Chillin is kind of forced to stay here in heaven.
Oh, spots the brim and hits a great shot, but still 2 more in Showers and 1 on the flank. It's going to be tough for Viper to make it through here, but Jello also putting the pressure up on Showers, using that util. Now both players are focused on the sky.
Yeah, there's given so much time for Chillin to push up, but Margella is so aware of where Chillin can be. Fanchico tries to get out with the satchel, but it's not going to be enough as Jello swings through the Viper wall, is able to take him down. And now it's all up to Jello. He's still relatively healthy, tries to take down the dog, but Margella is going to peek with it, and that's going to be the gun round going into the favor of you, Windsor.
No 13-0. No 13-0. We got 1 round.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, Windsor, they're back on their VMing. You can hear them yelling. I don't know if you could, but, you know, St. Clair, St. Clair. And, you know, this might be the scariest team to BM because these guys are dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful doing that.
Yeah, they came here to play. And, like, I don't know. I'd be scared trying to BM against a team like this.
Listen, great team, Windsor here, but they barely won that last game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they got to be careful because a team like St. Clair, they don't play. Yeah. They're not here to play. They're here to win. Right. And that's the difference.
Right. St. Clair's fully serious. They're locked in. I don't think they're saying anything back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they don't need to. It's like they let their rounds talk for them.
Yeah, but, here in LAN, things can get a little bit spicy, so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of fun to be on that, like, in the LAN experience, It's like, I can imagine being at, like, one of those big tournaments that, like, the Game Changers are at. You can, like, stand up, look your enemy in the eye, and just, give him a good stare down. But Chillin's going to be the one that gives Fanshiko a stare down, and he also gives him a bullet to the head as he takes him down. It's going to be a big pick on the side of St. Clair as the Raze aggression goes down. Kai's going to be getting a little over-ambitious with that peak. Scrubby is there to punish it, and Windsor's BMing is not really paying off right now as St. Clair get themselves a 2-man advantage going into this round. But Kaz is there to respond. It's not going to be enough as Canadian also takes down Lucan. It's all down just to Margella now as Jello gets that spike down. It's a 4v1 situation.
Do you think we're going to hear anything back from St. Clair in the hub after this round?
I wonder. I feel like they might be a little too humble,
They might, but it would be funny.
It would be funny. Oh yeah. I mean, like, trash talking. It's something that keeps this game alive. It's like those little rivalries.
Right.
I think Margella's just going to want to save here. I mean, this is really a tough position to play out of, but I do think that the players of Windsor do still have some economy to play around, but they're going to want to preserve as many weapons as they can.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it doesn't even look like they really want to go and search and hunt down this this Cypher. They're just kind of chilling. They want to hold on to their guns and keep that strong economy.
Yeah, that's just the smart play to do. I mean, St. Clair, they're so disciplined. And
they really are.
They're very humbled when it comes to this sort of stuff. Like, they don't want to go in and give Margella any sort of, like, mobility, any sort of momentum that he can get. And this round, it seems like new meta, he's going to want to go for maybe the op or not, but he's going to get purchased there. But, we see Kai and Kaz, they're forced to buy these stingers on light armor. And things are going to be looking kind of rough for the side of Windsor going into this round, but, maybe if they're able to spot out and get some picks here, like new meta, he might be spotted out early here if he decides to take the peek, but I think he's just playing very cautiously. Kaz and Kai, they're doubled up with their stingers in hookah. Maybe looking to make something happen. Fanshiko actually does take down new meta over to the side of Showers. The guiding light is going to be going out into hookah. Paint shells to clear the corner, and they know that there's players in hookah, but I don't know if they want to contest this really.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this... Yeah, no, they're just going to walk straight back out.
Yeah, and I think they might know that there's more than one player in hookah because they look to be just very calmly pushing up A or B long, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of info there from that sky flash, but still they have no idea if people are going to come from behind, but it's all coming up from long here.
Yeah, and the Trailblazer from hookah on the defender side is also not going to spot out any enemies. I don't know if Kaz really wants to jump out of the smoke or maybe just wait for it to fade, but look at the players of Windsor just kind of grouped up in spawn. There's still 5 of them alive, and they're all looking kind of healthy. The ultimate is going to be committed from Fanshiko, who's going to be trying to find any players, but I mean, look at where the players of St. Clair are. He is able to actually find one that's chilling down. There's going to be some lineups down on the side, but Scrubby is quick to respond, and so is Jello and Canadian. And just as quick as you can speak, the players of Windsor...
Dirty.
The players of Windsor have disappeared. It's like Thanos snapped his fingers, and the entirety of Windsor just disappeared as St. Clair take down Windsor for another round.
Yep. And I think that was St. Clair dishing it back.
Oh yeah, they're jeering now.
I heard some yelling. There's a lot of teams here, so I'm not too sure if it was them, but it sounded like it was in sync with the round ending. So
yeah, and Scrubby going really big there for his team. Getting those 2 picks, and then just the composure that the rest of the team had to take down all the players of Windsor. They didn't give any individual peaks like that. You saw, Fanshika was able to catch out Chillin, but it didn't even matter because the rest of the players were just there to converge.
Yep. All right, so we do see this chamber ult going out. Got that op down, but I wonder if wonder if they even need it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the tour de force is a very lethal weapon. You know, it's dangerous to peek any chamber using that because they can turn around the round so quickly. And we see 4 players of Windsor actually stacked towards this A site, which it seems like St. Clair Academy might want to go for as well.
Yeah, Chamber just holding that B long with the op, but it doesn't look like anybody's rotating through there, and Brim might just be able to sneak past, but might actually see a counter here between Brim and Cypher. But
Canadian is just up. I mean, like, he's all the way in back site and chilling. He knows that there's players in U-Haul. He's able to find 2 actually, and that's just...
Yeah, and Chamber watching this, it's surely over.
If Lucan gets this, Lucan could have gotten that. I feel like there's a chance that he peeks it with the deagle, gets the headshot, but it's New Meta on the other side, ready with that tour de force, and he is able to take him down. Timeout is going to be called on the side of the defenders, and I think a well-needed one, especially when on a map like Bind, if you're getting steamrolled like this from attackers,
that's tough.
Yeah, and you can already hear the trash talk is beginning. I mean, Windsor, they're there to start the trash talk, but it seems like St. Clair are there to finish it. You know what I mean?
So they're St. Clair, they're not going to start it, but hey, if it's getting dealt towards them, they might as well go back at it. I mean, they could just let these rounds speak for themselves, but they're adding salt to the wound, I think.
Yeah, and here we have a handsome young New Meta, you know, looking very dapper on this fine Bind map that we have here today. And I don't even know. I've lost track of time already. I think it's like
probably like 7 or something.
it's like 7 or 8 or something. But I mean, look at him, just the studs, the glasses. Such a beautiful individual.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's a beautiful fella right there.
Oh yeah.
Was he like French? I think
he is French.
Speak any French?
No. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Zerix.
Très bien.
Ooh, wait, you got the French in your arsenal.
Oui, je parle français.
Okay, okay. Got some bilingual casters over here. I didn't even know that. What's going on?
I think I'm the only American that speaks French. But I'm here in Canada now, so feeling at home.
What's better, Canada or America?
Canada.
Oh, yeah. You heard it here. You heard it here.
It's where I was born. It's where I lived for a while. But
yeah.
I just love the atmosphere in Canada.
Just want to say, folks in the audience, the American said Canada is better. Yeah, here we're going to have the showstopper committed on the side of St. Clair. They're not actually going to be met with any resistant force. The players of Windsor are tucked in long, but it seems like St. Clair still don't really want to take this B site.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. But once again, you were saying it before, they're just so disciplined, and they have no problem playing it slow and waiting for the perfect opportunity to take a site and take the round.
Yeah, they're so clear with, or they're so concerned with clearing their corners. Like, they're making sure that there's no place that any of the players of Windsor can play. But Luke N, he doesn't need a place to play because he just peeks New Meta like that and takes the kill and finds himself the second on the Canadian. But Scrubby is there to respond, get himself 2 of his own. Chillin is going to be able to get that ultimate orb as well. And Spike is going to be going into the hands of Chillin so he can commit his ultimate. The Seekers are also going to be committed. Scrubby, he's so aware of this flank, but the players of Windsor now are coming into sight. They're flooding in. A fight going out. U-Haul Jello's left on just 1 HP. Viper's Pit committed, but it's not enough. Windsor is going to be fighting back. Kaz takes down Chillin, but Jello's there to fight back, and there's just so much happening. It's hard to keep track. But it's a 2v2 situation. One of the players is very low, and Kai is going to be there to punish it. Jello is taken down. It's all up to Scrubby. He is going to get that Molotov out, but it might not be enough because time is dwindling. Fanchico with the satchel on the peak. He gets bounced up, but Scrubby doesn't care. He's up in the air. He still goes for the headshot. 33 health. Kai, he has to play very carefully here. He goes for the tap. He's sticking it. Scrubby! It does not matter.
I can't believe that. I thought he got it.
That clock in his head, it's ticking, and he knows exactly when to peek. Kai is punished there for trying to go for that stick. As Scrubby,
he got it.
Did he?
Yeah, they
Wait, they got it?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. I'm not going to lie. I thought he got I thought it said attackers won.
That's what I thought at first as well. It was so close.
Yeah, but Scrubby, that's a really big round from him. Yeah. Even though they weren't able to win the round, look at the economy on the side of Windsor. They just don't have a lot. They got Bulldogs coming out. And now New Meta.
Look at this replay here. I think.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, we just missed it there. But
yeah,
I mean,
but
that was
I think it was like a sliver of a second that he needed.
Just barely.
Yeah. Now we have the operator in the attacker chamber's hand. New Meta attacking with an operator is very difficult. So
it is.
We're gonna see what exactly he wants to do there, and they're gonna we're gonna see Windsor. They get a lot of space here long, but I think New Meta might want to challenge it. He's holding it for maybe some aggression, but
yeah, it looks like he's just gonna hold that angle with the op. I mean, we saw it that one round when he did have his ultimate popped up. He's just holding for aggression. I think. I don't think his plan really is to get any entries with it or get any picks. It's more so to hold those rotates and keep him down.
yeah, but that wall is going to go down at the worst time for Chillin as he gets spotted and is taken down. Canadian, he's actually not going to expect Kaz up close, but Scrubby just once again, it's so proactive with these trades. He's able to get himself 2, and that's going to be the B site, all in the hands of St. Clair. The orbital strike is going to be just perfect enough to take down Scrubby, an absolute threat to this lobby. New Meta right now with the operator, finds himself one as Jello finds the headshot onto Margella. It's all up to Luke, and we've seen what Luke can do with the Vandal. He's taken a peek onto New Meta, but New Meta's not ready to give it up. The players of St. Clair so disciplined. Goes for the jiggle, but I don't think he's aware of the player Hookah. There's just so much patience coming in from the side of St. Clair. There's nothing he can do. He goes for the peek. The operator comes out. There's so much happening. But Luken, he's just too flustered with all this happening. He was so cautious of Hookah, but you see how disciplined Jello was playing. He knew that he wanted to let New Meta take the first peek, and that's exactly what he does. And I think that's the reason why St. Clair doesn't even need to talk trash. Like, they let their plays talk for them. And New Meta, you know, he takes that peek into spawn so confidently, and he's backed up by Jello, and they're just able to secure the round so cleanly there.
Yeah, it just seems like St. Clair here, they have a clear vision of how the round's going to go in their mind, and they do everything they can to make that happen. They're just very calculated with everything they do.
Yeah, it's like I'm watching like 5 big brainers play this game. It's crazy. Like I need to pull out my notepad, start taking notes and stuff. Like, this is what I could be doing in my ranked game, you know?
Ooh, New Meta. Got to get pushed by a lot of people here.
This is scary. Now this is really scary for New Meta, because if he gets caught out, it's going to be bad, but he doesn't just yet. But Kai's going to fight back. New Meta actually finds himself 3. He might be looking for the 4th, and he actually does.
God.
The Headhunter and Operator combination is really hard to stop, but Canadian denies the ace from his teammate, but it doesn't even matter. I don't even think New Meta wanted the ace. I think they wanted the round, because right now it is looking like an absolute steamroll. Let's just see what New Meta has done here. He flicks, gets the kill onto Luken, and then he's caught out here, but the op
gets a peek right before he gets blinded.
Yeah, I think if he shot it like a tiny bit later, he could have actually gotten 2, like with a collateral, but he stands his ground, he fights back, and then like there's just nothing Margella can do against that Headhunter. Canadian peeks out, and it's gone. Like, I mean, just such a clean round coming in from St. Clair.
Yeah, very clean.
Fanchico going once again for this top truck play. I don't know if the players of St. Clair are aware, but it doesn't even matter, because taken down, and Luken is also up there, but he's going to get tagged up and not really get any value. Canadian jumps in. Margella not able to find anything. And once again, St. Clair just completely uncontested on A site. They're all still so healthy. And I don't know if Kaz and Kai really have it in them to do this.
Yeah, I think their best move is just save here. There's really not too much they can do against 5 players with Vandals and full armor.
Yeah, they're just going to be posted up outside and inside Hookah. But like we've seen St. Clair before, they don't really thirst. They don't go for these kills when they don't need to. And they know that they don't need to go for these kills. So they're all just chilling on A right now.
I might see St. Clair in my nightmares tonight.
Honestly, I would too, man. Like, the second I load into a ranked game, if I ever see SCC on the other team, I'm quivering. I'm scared. I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Oh, Scrubby goes for the thirst, but it's going to be enough to let his team know that there are players posted up in mid. And there's actually a brigade coming into U-Haul, or Hookah, sorry. But Kai gets himself 2, and I think Saints are just so rich right now, it doesn't matter really how many. Yeah, I mean, look, 8,800 on New Meta. Scrubby's just filthy rich right now, 9K. Like, they don't care. They can go out, buy a car right now, come back to this map, and they'd still have money.
Yeah.
And I mean,
the voice in my head is wondering what car you can get for 8,800 nowadays.
You get like a 200K kilometer Corolla from 2004.
2001 Honda Civic.
Oh, yeah. Don't tell him you said that, man. You're going to diminish the value of his car.
You're right, my bad.
Canadian going to be going for early aggression here. We've seen St. Clair on this. He's flying through the air. Kaz going to be tagged by that Trailblazer. And Chillin is able to take down Luken. And Kaz is in such an unmovable position as New Meta takes him down with the shorty. The site of B is conceded once again to St. Clair, and there's not a lot of weapons for Windsor to play around with.
Yeah. Oh, just Canadian.
Just barely. And
brutal.
No, Fanchico!
Oh, my God.
Oh, and there is cheering going on now.
They
Now St. Clair
are
is fighting back.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if they're able to get this 10-2 half on attack.
Oh,
you can see the jeering. You see him. They are not here to play.
Yeah.
Not mess with that, you know.
Smiles throughout the entire team.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
feeling it tonight. They're doing great.
I mean, like look at it. It's 9-2 on attack, on bind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Windsor can even do to recover. Like, they need a miracle.
They really do.
Right now, I'm praying to Santa that I get some Christmas miracle. It better start snowing outside, and I better get every single present under my tree. And that's one of the presents right there as Kaz gets the headshot onto Canadian. No lump of coal in his sock tonight.
Looks like St. Clair's going to start making their way up towards B, but Viper throwing down that ultimate. I think they do tag him there with that Skydog, but they're just going to end up rotating off. But yeah, already we have only one player on A right now. I think.
Yeah, and it seems like
Cyphercam.
Windsor have committed a lot of defensive power towards B despite there being a Viper's Pit, and I think that St. Clair are just going to take advantage of that right now and try and push into A as fast as they can.
The new meta.
Lucan might be caught out here if the smoke timing is right, but he's able to get himself
no idea one's in that smoke.
Fanchico able to get converted pick onto Scrubby, and New Meta actually does swing out. It's all up to Jello now. 1v2 situation. He doesn't have any ammunition in his Vandal. He's getting spammed out so much, but there's nothing he can really do.
Yeah, Luke N there just playing very patient in that smoke.
Yeah, and he didn't want to peek out when Kai teleported, which I can very much respect. That's the sort of discipline that they need coming in. But whether or not UWN are able to convert this attack half the same way that St. Clair have, that's going to be the deciding factor of this game. I mean, things are looking rough. It's a 9-3 half, though. I mean, like I said, they're wishing on a star right now, and they need one.
But there is a 9-3 curse. It's there. It's possible.
Oh, yeah.
You never know. But, I mean, they did get that final round on attack, so that's going to help just a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe negligible by the lead that St. Clair has right now. But
I mean, hey, at least it's not a 12-0 half.
You're right.
That's,
You're
you know, like, no matter how crap your half is, as long as you get that like one round, that's what you need sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
But look at this play coming up from St. Clair, just 5 pushing up.
Oh, and New Meta doesn't even care about giving headshots because he's just going in bullets all over the body. And Fanchico.
Oh, could be a huge raise nade there, though.
Oh, but the nade is actually not able to find anyone as Jello actually takes down Fanchico. Windsor are going to try and plant the spike, but there's just nothing they can really do. As both players right now very low on HP, and Chillin is just going to take down Kaz. It's all to Luke, and he's in such a difficult position. Doesn't even matter. Canadian with the kill, with the ghost, the headshot to the head. It's 10-3 now. Looking for 11-3 off this.
Yeah, they really needed to win that pistol round to have anything happen here, but Windsor just couldn't. Yeah, couldn't find it. I don't think they expected the 5-man push from St. Clair. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have expected it. So,
yeah, and if you look to the side of Windsor, you know they're kind of just chilling right now. They don't even look. They like, I mean, they look defeated. They look defeated, but you know they can keep their composure. There's a universe where they win this, and we get the greatest content of all time.
That would be pretty impressive. We do see Fanchico pushing through, and it still makes it out alive. But Canadian and Scrubby taking out that Sky. Scrubby also gets another and gets Luke. Does get traded out by Cypher. Now a 3v4 for Windsor. There it is. Finding another pick. Windsor now evening up the man advantage.
Yo, if Windsor gets this, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, they're actually converting it crazy.
Very well might be possible, but both St. Clair's players playing very close together, ready to get these trades.
And they are tucked towards showers, but the spike is down towards short, right outside of that teleporter. And St. Clair are aware of that. They just have to contest this right now, and there's just not much that...
If Cello pushes all the way through here and gets behind him, there's no way.
That's kind of legendary. Oh my god, he's going for it.
Yeah.
Hey, Windsor, someone might be behind you.
Yeah, they've got that.
Oh, wait,
Viper
there's
wall up,
both
so
players going out from behind.
That is ridiculous.
There might be a crazy timing here, but
Yeah,
Windsor, they're quick.
TP.
Oh,
but
no,
they might,
Margella. Oh, the wall.
Just barely. But they heard him rotating through there.
Wait, he's going back. He's going back.
Oh,
There's so much happening right now. This could be big. Oh, no, he's not going to get the timing.
Oh, just
No!
barely, just barely. You might be able to get behind him and TP.
Wait, look at that. Wait, they're going back around to A.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Wait, Windsor is playing a mind game right now, and they're winning.
Just barely enough time to make it there and plant. They're going to plant for heaven and CT. That's a strong spot.
Oh, this is textbook bind gameplay.
Yeah.
TP and then go back.
Yep.
And Margella, he's taking
Cypher in a very strong spot here.
aggressive. Gets one. He's going to attack Chillin a lot, though. Chillin's down to
Very
just
low.
a sliver of health. I mean, look at. Oh, my God. Kai, please. Kai, please. Come on. Close it out. Oh, he sees the back. No. Don't re-clear it. Don't re-clear it. Don't re-clear it, Chillin.
Oh, that's it.
Am I biased now? Am I biased now? It's kind of like I want Windsor to win. But
Yeah,
I mean,
the
I just want them to catch. I
underdog
need
for the most
content.
part.
I need content. You know, I need something to cast. You know, the more rounds, the more cast.
Yeah.
That's what makes this fun, and that's going to be a very big round conversion coming in from Windsor, and they're going to force St. Clair Academy now on the economy round because there's going to be sheriffs all around, and looking at their hands, they got a bunch of vandals and a bulldog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they might be able to bring this to a 5-10. Still a very big gap, but I mean,
that
look at
play,
this.
that
Kai
play from Margella was just like, I think it was really changing because getting that headshot and getting that damage on was really big.
Mm-hmm.
Now Kai, he does have these like crazy cross map lineups. Like I've never seen this in my life, and that lineup landed long.
Yeah,
he was in market and that lineup landed long.
That's
like
something.
Somebody get this man like a trigonometry textbook because I think he could answer any question in that textbook right now. Because that is genius. That is some genius stuff. And Windsor, they're going to get pretty much all of B side right now. There's absolutely nothing that St. Clair can do. But there's a 4-man flank coming in from behind. And, you know, Windsor, they're going to have to play around that really hard.
Yeah, and I think Luke might just get caught off alone potentially. Oh, he is.
Oh, but he's so aware.
Oh, yeah.
He gets one.
He gets one, and then
Kai
Kai
too.
picks up another. New Meta does end up taking out the Sky with a well-placed shot. But right now, it's not looking good for St. Clair, but St. Clair getting another.
Yeah, things
somehow.
are very quickly looking kind of in favor of St. Clair, but I don't know if they know Kai playing so close. And the right play there from Kai. Lucan goes for the swing.
Ooh.
And the Guardian headshot to take down New Meta, the threat of this lobby right now. And that's going to be a fantastic round coming in from Windsor. They're looking to close that gap right now, and they're doing great.
Showing St. Clair that they're not just a pushover.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're really showing their teeth right now. They're winning these rounds. And I mean, we saw 2 rounds ago just some crazy mind games going on, and they were able to pick it up from that. So I think they do a little bit more of that, a little bit more of screwing with St. Clair's heads.
Yeah, they can very much bring this back.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think New Meta heard me say things about Chamber because he's making me eat my words right now. 16-7. It's an absolutely dominating performance from him. You know, like, even without the operator, you're always like, you know, oh, these Chambers are off crutches. But even without that operator, he is a lethal force on the side of St. Clair. Windsor, they're going to be looking to get some aggression and be long, but they're going to be met by 3 players of St. Clair. Chillin holding so diligently, and the cam is actually not going to spot him, but he does take it down and push back a little bit. But I don't know if Windsor really want to take this right now. They're kind of just respecting this hold on the side of St. Clair, but Kai spotted all alone outside Showers as New Meta takes him down.
Yeah, New Meta always kind of sitting back there, playing the lurk role very strong, always ready to catch people off guard. We saw it on their attack, but he didn't really catch too many. But now it seems like a lot more coming into his crosshairs. But it looks like Windsor is planning to commit to B site here. But right now, this utility is just so strong from St. Clair, just keeping them at bay. Only 30 seconds left at this point. So, yeah, I think that smoke's going to force them to rotate over to A. But still, 2 players sitting on A from St. Clair.
And it seems like Windsor are going to rotate back to A, but they are going to be met by Canadian and New Meta. Canadian's holding a very devastating looking angle, but he's going to be forced out of that from the guiding light. So Lancers, they don't have a lot of time, but they have to get this plant down. The grenade is going to deny.
It? Oh, it didn't reach.
It barely missed.
Yeah.
And Lancers are actually going to get that spike down. They're looking kind of comfortable here. Even though they do have a man disadvantage, they have that spike down and they can play a comfortable post plant here. And new meta, he's still so diligent, but like he's going for this flank and he might actually get something. But Jello takes down Kaz, and that's going to be flashes down. Chillin on that crazy angle. I mean,
my God,
it doesn't even matter. Chillin, he knows that there's going to be players you all, and he holds that angle so beautifully. He's able to take down 2 players, and new meta's just there to clean it up.
Yeah, I mean, they just overwhelm. They tap that bomb, and like you peek, and there's just 5 players from St. Clair staring at you, staring into your soul. I mean, it's just that's tough to deal with. I mean, their teamwork, they're just so well disciplined, and it looks like they've practiced so much together. It's almost like they're a hive mind at this point.
The coach of Windsor is shaking his head. I mean, I'd be shaking my head too. Things are looking kind of rough as, you know, they're able to get, or as St. Clair is able to get some footing back. You know, new meta, he could have opted for getting an op, but he doesn't even want to. I don't even think he wants to. Like, I think he's just so confident with his Vandal. It doesn't even matter. The early orbital strike does come in, but it's just not enough because new meta does take down Fanshiko. Scrubby is there to respond. This is just a player that you have to respect. He is always there for those trades. It seems like every single time the camera is on Scrubby, he's there to get 2.
Yeah.
And that's just so solid. But, I mean, the players right now are in. Like, the players of Windsor, they're in U-Haul. But what can they do? They're so contained.
Right.
They have, like, no breathing room. But Kai going to be giving themselves some room to breathe as they take down Canadian. But I don't know if they're aware of the other player present in triple. But they're just stuffed here. And it's like St. Clair are the bullies that are just shoving Windsor into this locker because, I mean, look how congested they are right now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a tough round to win. I mean, they're playing close together. They're able to get these trades, but without having that man advantage, getting a trade in this position isn't very helpful.
Yeah, and I mean, even with the spike down, it's so difficult for Windsor to convert this. And I think we might be looking to go into match point as Jello takes down 1. The crosshair placement is so impeccable there as Jello just takes down both members of Windsor.
Yeah, barely had to move his mouse.
Yeah, I mean, you hear them smack talking now. Like, they're in it. I mean, it's just... It's so crazy the way that they're able to convert a lot of these rounds. I mean, just that's one shot from Jello and that bam. It's so clean. It's just I don't think that St. Clair even needs to talk trash. You know, they know that their gameplay is the thing that's talking trash for them. And you know, Windsor they aren't able to find footing. I mean, new meta going crazy, Scrubby going crazy. Like all of the players are just putting out such a dominant performance right now. And it's so hard.
It's such an evenly balanced team. Like nobody's outshining anybody else. I mean, we're seeing a lot of entries from Chamber actually getting those first bloods. But yeah, Optimus' position could be very tough.
No, but he doesn't. Lucan
gets him low, but not enough.
Oh, and Lucan with the Sheriff actually finds himself 2, and there's going to be 2 really big picks, but that Snake Bite...
Oh, just barely, just barely.
Yeah, the Snake Bite's going to bring him down to very low health, and the Neural Theft is going to give some information to the side of Windsor, but I don't know how much they're going to be able to use that information. Orbital Strike does get committed, and it's actually able to find Fanshiko. Things are looking kind of rough now. As St. Clair have a lot of advantage on the side, Kai's able to convert a kill onto Chillin. Jello's there to respond, though. But Margella takes down Scrubby, a dominant force. It's all up to Jello. Swings through. He's able to find himself 2. Things are looking rough now because it's all up to Lucan. He's on such a low amount of health.
Oh, he might be able to stick it.
Don't stick it. Don't stick it. Oh! That got scary.
So close.
That got scary.
That was close.
But Lucan, you know, on just 8 HP, he takes that swing. And I mean, if he missed that shot, things could it was over. Things could have been so scary. And now, like, even though they were able to get that round, their economy is not looking great. They don't have a lot of guns. And I mean, this play from Jello was just so dominant. He just swings through showers. The blind lines it up perfectly. Able to get himself 2. Unfortunately, he's not able to get himself to last. And I mean, now Windsor, they're 6 rounds behind. It's doable, but new meta, you know, dominant, Scrubby dominant.
Yeah,
all
it takes is one very rehearsed play from St. Clair that I'm sure they have in their back pocket, ones that can just guarantee a round that Windsor's just not going to be able to expect. But right now, it just looks like they're playing fairly default. We do have one just kind of sitting in TP, waiting for maybe one of the St. Clairs to rotate through there, but I don't know if they've rotated too often through TP.
Yeah, and I actually don't know if that Trailblazer spotted out Margella inside the TP. So if the players of St. Clair do decide to hit that teleporter, it might go in favor of Margella right now.
Yeah. right now, both teams just playing it slow.
You see some gunfire going on towards Long as the Trailblazer does give some information to Windsor. They do know that there's at least one player towards the side of B. Scrubby is going to commit at least one of the smokes to Showers. They know that there's some aggression coming in. Fanchico. Oh, no, but
Can't quite get it off.
It's
and
not going
Scrubby
off.
still gets another.
I don't
new
understand
meta.
how he's able to do this every time, but somehow
you witness fighting back, and I don't know where Canadian's looking there. I just don't know. I didn't think that Margella would peek, or I don't think he thought that Margella would peek, and the Viper's Pit is going to go down, and so does the Spike. Some shots coming in from Chillin, but Spike not yet committed. Margella is looking to give them some cover. Maybe he tries to peek out of this cage, but
Cypher's got to be careful.
time is
So
dwindling.
close to
Time
the
is
enemies.
dwindling.
Oh, but he picks it
Margella!
up and gets the 4K.
Margella.
Margella.
That is the round that Windsor needed. I mean, Margella played that so well. He just pushes in peak short, and he finds himself 2 there. And then towards that end, I don't think that St. Clair knew he was going to push out, and that's going to be really big, even though they lose one. And, you know, losing that ultimate is really tough. Scrubby just gets himself 1, finds himself the 2nd as well, but gets caught out, and, you know, things are looking kind of bleak. But Windsor can bring this back. They don't have a lot of weapons, but neither does St. Clair. So if they're able to win this round, things could be really good for them.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at this orb fly. Oh, this is so beautiful to watch, you know? It's just so perfect.
Yeah, but New Meta holding a very strong angle, and we know he can hit these shots. He's very capable.
Well, if he hits this, I'll be very impressed. This is such a tight angle to hold, but I feel like New Meta's got it in his arsenal, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if a player peeks that, stutter peeks that, shoulder peeks it for info, he might be able to pick it up. But
yeah, just maybe. But the players of Windsor, they're respecting it. I think they're aware that he's in there. They know it's New Meta too.
Yeah.
Fanchico actually going to be taking first contact here towards Hookah, but Chillin just denies any aggression there. And again, the players outside Showers, they're still so disciplined. They're kind of waiting for New Meta to make the first move. But they go in for the peek. New Meta's not actually able to get anything out. He does take damage as well. The dart, things are looking kind of scary towards A, but here comes Canadian's showstopper. But there's no players of Windsor to receive it either as they scatter towards B. Guiding Light is going to spot players towards B long, and now the players of St. Clair are converging towards the B site. They seem to be so aware of what it is Windsor's trying to do. They might not have the weapons to fight back, but they certainly do have the manpower as Chillin takes down the first, and that's going to be Kaz down.
Ooh.
Finds the second. Fanchico goes down as well. It's Luke N now. And Kai is actually unable to find any success either. It's all up to Margella now. He does not have time. The time is ticking. The spike is not within his hands. There's too many players, but Scrubby. The headshot comes in, and that's going to be the run for Windsor ended. And St. Clair, they're happy off that win. They're fist bumping, you know. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I mean, coming off that half, it looked like St. Clair were just so strong, but I think Windsor were actually able to fight back, given the fact that even though they're underdogs here, they put in a fight. They really put on a show, but I just don't think that there was any way they could have done anything against St. Clair there. They just seemed so dominant throughout that entire match. It's like the way they played together and the way they had executes, the way they had retakes, it was just so strong. Yeah. And in the end, I just don't think Windsor were able to combat that. And, you know, that's going to be, again, St. Clair flawless throughout this, 3-0 right now.
St. Clair's just such a dominant team. I mean, they're just so disciplined.
Yeah,
they just have such a clear path in their heads about what they want to see from themselves and their teammates, and they just think as one.
Yeah, it's like a coalition that's just like ready to go in. Like, these are the people I'd want in the front lines, you know. Like, they're the people, you know. Like, as an academy team too. Like, this main team must be scary. Like, I'm glad they're not here. I'd be scared for other teams if they were here. Like, I wouldn't want to go against St. Clair. Like, the academy team is scary enough, but they put out a dominating performance. They show us why they're here. They show us why they're undefeated. Yeah. And they're going to be sending Windsor another loss their way. And we're going to be sending you guys to our next break as we go into our last map of the day, which is going to be Western Game Changers versus Windsor. We're going to be back with Windsor and see if they're able to convert their next map into a win.